to Jenny's guitar class. I'm Jenny Carter, and today I'm going to give you some tips on how to choose or purchase the right guitar for you as a beginning guitar player. So let's get started. When you have an interest in learning to play the guitar, but you have no experience or reference as to what type, size, or kind of guitar would best fit your needs, this video will help you make better decisions when purchasing your guitar. My recommendation for the type of guitar as a beginner would be to purchase an acoustic guitar. The reason I recommend an acoustic guitar is because this type of guitar doesn't need an amplifier to be heard well, and it will help in strengthening your hands and developing calluses on your fingertips. On an acoustic guitar, you must press harder on the strings to make chords or pick out notes than on an electric guitar. While this is more difficult on an acoustic guitar, in my opinion, it will help you in the long run. Having said that, am I saying you can't learn on an electric guitar? No, I am not saying that at all. You can learn on an electric guitar, but your hand strength and development will not be as great as it could be if you had instead learned on an acoustic guitar. Also, if you learn on an acoustic guitar, when or if you decide you would like to also invest in an electric guitar, the electric guitar will be so much easier to play. Most guitarists own both an acoustic and an electric guitar. One thing to note, an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar are played the same way. You will make chords and play notes the exact same way. The main difference is that the electric guitar needs to be plugged into an amplifier to be heard, and the acoustic guitar doesn't. I would also recommend purchasing your first guitar, or any guitar for that matter, from your local music store. By doing this, you can actually go in the store and put your hands on the guitar to see how it feels, how it sounds, and how it plays. It has been my experience as a former music store owner that no two guitars, even those that are the exact same brand and model, play exactly the same. There will generally be some minor differences among the same make and model guitar. By shopping at your local music store, you can also check for any flaws or problems the guitar may have. Another advantage from buying from your local music store is that you will also have the assistance of the salesperson, who can give you more details on the particular type and brand of guitar you're interested in. A knowledgeable guitar salesperson is a great asset and can keep you from making mistakes you may come to regret later. You want to be sure to give yourself every advantage in your journey of learning to play the guitar, so you will continue with it for many years to come. Now, let's get to the size guitar you may need to purchase. For a small child around 5 or 6 years old, you most likely would need to purchase a half-size acoustic guitar. This is a very small guitar and would be easy for the child to handle. The biggest drawback I found to a low-cost half-size guitar is that it doesn't tune up or stay in tune very well. If the child is very interested in playing the guitar, try to get the best quality half-size guitar you can find and afford. Have the guitar salesperson demonstrate the half-size guitar and listen for how out of tune it may sound. Keep in mind, though, that even a good half-size guitar may have some tuning issues. You just want to make sure that it mostly sounds in tune when a chord is played. For a bit older and bigger child, say in the 7 to 10-year-old range, I would recommend purchasing a student-size guitar. This guitar is a little bigger than the half-size guitar and will stay in tune better than the half-size. Look for quality in the student size because the lower cost student size guitar may still have tuning issues. For the teenage guitar student, They could start with anything from a 3/4 size guitar to a full-size dreadnought, depending on the student's size. You would definitely want to take the teenager to the local music store to try out different sizes of guitars to see which one the student feels most comfortable with. Most adults would be more comfortable with a full-size dreadnought acoustic guitar. However, small-bodied adults may also want to try a concert or folk-size guitar, which is a little smaller than the dreadnought. There is also a jumbo-sized acoustic guitar. An adult would potentially be able to handle this size as well. The jumbo guitar has a louder, boomier sound than the dreadnought. Just try it out to see how it feels to you. Whenever you try out a guitar you are considering purchasing, place your hand around the neck near the headstock of the guitar, or at about the 2nd and 4th frets range. The headstock is where the tuning key is and usually where the guitar brand is located. Make sure you can comfortably fit your hand around the neck of the guitar and that your fingers can reach the 6th string or the biggest string on the guitar, and your thumb can reach the 6th string while your hand is around the neck of the guitar like this. Another thing to look at on the acoustic guitar is to make sure the strings do not sit too high above the fretboard. The higher the strings are away from the fretboard, the harder the strings will have to be pressed to make sound. It can also cause your chords to sound out of tune when there is a lot of distance to press the string down to the fretboard. The strings should not be much higher than a thick guitar pick's distance from the fretboard. Also, look down the neck of the guitar to make sure there is no severe bow in the neck. A slight bow can be normal for the guitar, but you don't want it to be glaringly obvious. This can be a reason the strings are raised high off the fretboard. Also, look at the bridge of the guitar to make sure there is no sign of it pulling away from the top of the guitar. If you don't yet know how to play any chords, ask the salesperson to demonstrate the guitar for you. Listen for any out-of-tune sounds. If you hear any, it could suggest an intonation problem. Sometimes, though, that can be adjusted. Also, listen for any string buzzing sounds. This would sound like the string vibrating against metal. If you hear that, the string height may need to be adjusted up. If strings sit too low to the fretboard, this can cause fret buzz. Again, this may be able to be adjusted out. You would also want to listen for any rattling of the tuning keys. Some of the lower cost or used guitars could have this type issue. Look for any cracks or breaks in the nut and saddle. And make sure the strings fit well in the slots of the nut and saddle. If you decide to purchase a used guitar, make sure there are no deep indentations in the fingerboard of the guitar. This can cause serious intonation problems that can't be fixed. Look for any type of warping or glue spots or glue smells that could indicate a guitar has been left in the sun. You do not want to purchase a guitar that this has happened to. And unfortunately, this can happen in music stores where the guitar has been displayed in a sunny window too long. If you purchase an acoustic electric guitar, which is an acoustic guitar that has a pickup in it, you can play this guitar by both plugging into an amplifier or without plugging in. You can hear it either way. I like acoustic electric guitars because of their versatility. Some guitars, particularly acoustic electric guitars, have built-in guitar tuners, but you don't necessarily have to have a guitar with a built-in tuner. It's just an added convenience. Standalone tuners work well too. If the strings on the guitar you want to purchase look dark, rusty, or black, or sound dull, ask the guitar salesperson if they would install a new set of light gauge, which would be 12 gauge guitar strings on the guitar before you purchase it. Some other items you may need to go along with your guitar purchase are a guitar case to keep your guitar protected and to carry it around in. A hard shell guitar case will provide the best protection. A padded case is less expensive than a hard shell case and would be more lightweight. A padded guitar case provides good protection. A guitar tuner if your guitar doesn't have one built in. Several light gauge nylon guitar picks if you are a beginning player. Guitar polish to clean your guitar with. Do not use regular household furniture polish. It can contain citrus oils that soak into the wood and cause damage over time. Always use a water-based guitar polish. A guitar stand to place your guitar in when you want to take a break from playing. Never lean your guitar up against furniture or anything else because it can fall over and break the neck of your guitar. Possibly a guitar strap so you can stand and play guitar. You will need a guitar cable if you have purchased an acoustic electric guitar and want to plug into an amplifier. If you are purchasing an acoustic electric guitar and you want to amplify the sound, at least sometimes, you will need to purchase a guitar amplifier. We won't go into guitar amplifiers in this video. This is something you can talk to your music store salesperson about. If you will be changing the strings on your guitar, you will need a string winder to help you wind up the strings faster. I recommend changing strings at least once a month with regular playing. If you will be looking at any type of sheet music, you will need to purchase a music stand to place your music on. Okay, I think we've covered most of the basics of how to choose a guitar for beginners, as well as the basics of what extra items you will need to purchase to aid in your learning. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from this video. If you'd like to see more of Jenny's guitar class videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.